Alright, let's get started. Welcome everyone. It's a good, exciting stream today. It's NearBeach's 8th birthday. So back in, oh god, a long time ago, last decade, essentially, I did the first commit this day. So yeah, it's been a while. So we have a look. Socks, come here. Don't step on things. And you've got, sorry, my cat Socks has one of the bindies in it. I think they're called bindies. There we go. I'm going to put that there. Yes, I got rid of it for you. So yeah, back in 2017, there we go, the initial commit for NearBeach. So yeah, a long time ago. Pretty exciting stuff. Anyway, we do have an issue that I do want to fix off straight away. It's not under repositories anymore because it's all part of the team sort of stuff. It'll be NearBeach. If we have a look at the GitHub actions, we have something that's not working. So our latest release didn't actually happen on the weekend, so I set it up. I double checked everything before trying to release on, I think, Saturday or Sunday or something like that, thinking it'll go forward, and I didn't get to check this out. So we have an issue where the collection of static files is no longer running. So yeah, that's not good. I'm going to minimize everything. I'm going to open up NearBeach. I'm going to open up GitHub. I'm going to open up workflows and deploy NearBeach. So here we got, we give into latest, the actions. This one checks out. This is update pip and install require. All right, this one actually is to get it onto PyPI. And this is the deploy static files. So with the deploy static files, what's actually happening is we are incoming ad. All right, cool. We've got the action, set up Python. So we set up the Python, create the ini and so forth like that. So we copy a bunch of things over, and essentially we set up a sort of small version of NearBeach. But the only reason why we're setting up a small version of NearBeach is to deploy the static files, because we go through all of these sort of things where we collect the account ID, the access IDs and storage and all that kind of stuff. And then we collect static files. So, and what that has done in the past is that's actually put the static files up onto our R2 instance, which is on Cloudflare. However, it's not working at the moment, and we get this this down here. So I'm going to copy that and we're going to Google this. All right. Oh, sorry, it's on. Now this was asked 5 years ago, 11 months, so don't know if this is relevant anymore. So Django, AWS S3, protocol exceptions, client error, an error occurred. Access denied when calling the put operation. Now, is this access denied? An error occurred, not implemented when calling the put operation. Streaming unassigned payload trailer, not implemented. So if we go into cloud front R2 and do that, I don't get much. I don't see it in here. There we go. Alright, this might have something to do with it, but I did see this. Could be, yeah, I don't know what is causing this, so we'll find out. Oh, and we've got our first ad break. All right, ad time. I do have the dog in here. What I'm going to do, sorry, is I am going to add in the party hat. Alright, whoa, that's way too big. There you go. I love it. I'm also gonna put in the text. There we go. All right. Easy done. How long till? Oh, about 30 seconds. All right, cool, cool. I can try and complete this as much as possible. Okay. Get that up at the top, and then I'm going to do that. I think the 30 seconds has passed by now. I do believe so. Yep, and welcome back everyone. All right, getting back into this, we've got a couple of documentation open. Well, I am also going to keyboard. All right, what did I want to do? It was Django. Nope, that's not. Only one on this page. All right. No, I haven't found anything there. So, what do we want to do? We want to find out what is causing this particular issue and fix it. So, if we go through from let's read the whole thing. So, we've got the activate. We're running through NearBeach manager. All right, cool. Live site packages, Django, collect static files. All right, cool. Static files. So it's part of Boto 3. S3 storage transfer, Boto core. Yeah, it's just Boto core exceptions client. An error occurred, not implemented when calling the put object operation. Good morning, Ivanhoe. How are you? Yeah, 8 years. It's been a long trek, and I think it's 4 years of me streaming. So, or it's getting close to 4 years of me properly streaming. So yeah, because I started streaming shortly after I started rewriting NearBeach, which was back in August 2020. So yeah, we've just got a problem with collecting the static files at the moment and putting them on CloudFront. And I just realized I don't have my iPad running. Sorry, I usually have the video feedback. So I don't know if you actually landed or not, sorry. Alright. I knew I forgot something. Alright, not landed. Alright. Well, next time, I'm having cake on a special day. I should have bought cake. God damn it. Well, I didn't think of it. Next time, next year, on the 9th birthday, we'll have cake. In fact, it will be a Tuesday, so it would be a special day to actually stream. So, yeah. Oops. Trust me to knock things off my desk. Okay, so let's have a look at this. So we've selected the first two. So Django AWS, S3 protocol exceptions, client error occurred, access denied. Now we're not getting access denied. We're getting a different error. Now, in this sort of case, Terraform version use case, Cloudflare R2 storage is S3 API compatible, but the S3 backend for storing Terra information seems to be only compatible with Amazon AWS. Attempted solution, tried using the S3, but is not compatible, through changing the endpoint would do it, but the region field is compulsory when adding in random region. It fails to authenticate with the Cloudflare endpoint. Okay. How do I prevent balding? Is that a yes? I don't know, because I too myself am going bald. Shave your head. Yeah, well, that would work. Possibly shave my head this year, so you never know. So bucket name, key level. Yet if I remove region equals US East 1, it prompts the region, AWS, enter region. If I, yep, all right, cool. Thanks for requesting. Find a working solution for Terraform A. And here's the problem we have. I'm having the same problem. I also added skip request account ID equals true. Skip metadata API check equals true. Failed to save state. S3 put object HTTP response error status code 501 request ID host API errors not implemented. Streaming unassigned payload trailer not implemented. Could not find a workaround. Okay. Terraform includes an upgrade to the AWS SDK version 2, so the release notes, and the 1.6.3 will add a feature that should help with third-party S3 compatible object stores. Maybe worth retesting the 163, although I did not specify. Yep, alright, cool. I confirm the error mentioned above. The streaming unassigned payload trailers appears with many other S3 compatible providers such as Oracle Cloud Buckets, for example. Static file and S3 can't really be used anymore at the moment. We'll test out. Alright. To clarify for any future reading of this issue, AWS S3 can be used as a state file back end now. S3 compatible services from the non-AWS vendors appear to be having trouble keeping up with the compatibility, but hopefully this the fixes made to S3 backend by a AWS provider team to work around these compatible issues will alleviate the issue. Alright. Okay, doesn't look like changes. Alright. So that's for something else, not exactly us. With us, I'm trying to send an image to the AWS background via a multiform AWS for request using the following. Yep, alright, cool. Use put instead of post. So I think we are using. Yep. Now the thing is, I don't have much control over everything because I'm using Django's internal stuff to send this to the S3. And I'm using Boto also. Okay. Alright, that's the access problem. So what could I potentially do? Alright, let's draw out potential things that I could use to test this. Feel free to chime in if you've got an idea or two. So one, so I'll use a thinner pen. manually upload static files. So this is the last sort of case that I want, that the last sort of thing I would do. If everything else fails, this is what I would do. I wouldn't want to upload tests. I wouldn't want to upload static files unless I had to. I want to get this fixed. I want to automate this. So another thing we could potentially do is collect static on local. And what this will test out is to see if it's a library issue. Because we've got control over what version of these particular libraries we can install. And two, see if it's a credential issue. And what that means is, because I don't actually have the credentials myself, I'm going to have to remake the credentials to do this locally. So if we do a new credentials and they seem to work, what I could potentially do is then delete all the old credentials and just update the credentials and then run a manual test. Now, one thing we could potentially do is to actually test this this whole process again. We can just do another release, and that's perfectly fine, because what most likely has happened is a couple of libraries have been updated since then. I'm happy to say, all right, cool, we're just doing this because of the library updates. So the collect static on my local, yeah, I think that should work. Third option is rerun rerun GitHub Actions. And this ain't the third step, sorry. We're actually going backwards. And what this does is, if there was something wrong, let's say someone broke something by mistake, rerunning it and they fixed it, everything works. We don't have to do the other two steps, which will take work. So let's do that right now. So an easy way to do this is you click on rerun jobs and you go rerun failed jobs. We're not running all the jobs, because if we run all the jobs, we're going to fail at the deploy NearBeach, because there's already a version that exists in PYPI. We just want to run the failed jobs. And ooh, nice! 19.61 Ivanhoe, congrats! I'm going to enable debug logging. Now, I don't know how many minutes this will take, and that's also something we could keep an eye out for. Now, another thing I could potentially do is I can log into my Cloudflare account. I will need to hide quite a lot of it getting in there, but once we're in the R2 section of things, everything should be fine, because I'm only using the R2 for NearBeach stuff. So yeah, all right. So it's creating everything. So run, post, check. Yep. All right, cool. So I'm assuming this failed again. Yeah, it failed again. All right, so it failed. So I'm going to put little notes under here, and I'm just going to write failed. And then a sad face. Okay. Damn, it failed. We could potentially rerun with a new... No, I want to double check the this first. Oops. Oh, I did something. Okay. Alright, so I want to go here. I want to go cd sites NearBeach. I'm going to go git pull. And I'm going to go to the main and do it. And we're going to pull them in the main. Alright, so the main actually has all the correct static and stuff like that. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to set up my local, which does actually involve me having to change a couple of things around. So give me a couple of seconds. I'm going to close all these tabs. I'm going to minimize all of these. I'm going to open up this. I'm going to open up local, and I'm going to open up settings. Realize it isn't settings. I'm looking for .env. So don't worry about these particular credentials or anything like that. These are all for my local stuff. So none of these are real. These are all local. So what I want to do is I want to set up that the same. But first things first, I'm going to start running Minio. I'm going to go to my Minio. I'm going to log in. And here's our NearBeach. So we've got our private. I'm going to test to make sure the static files end up here. So I'm going to go over here. I'm just going to go clear. I'm going to go source VM bin activate. And then I am going to update everything. And I am forgetting all the commands. We did actually have this written down at one particular point. There we go. So pretty much everything needs updating. Alright, not a problem. So I want to see if there's a pip update all packages. Alright. Pip disable pip version checked. This outdated. Import. Alright. Cool. Yeah, this needs to be inbuilt. Yeah, I know. I've done this before. So disable pip version check. So list outdated, which we're done. Format equals JSON, and then we pipe that into Python C import JSON system print. The name out for all of what we're loading in, and yeah, yes, I would agree. In fact, I could possibly put this as an alias. It'd be like pip update. Yeah, it definitely needs to be built into it, 100%. You know, this should come up with nothing. Sweet. All right. So what I want to do, Python 3, manage, collect static. So that should, oh, is that actually collecting static to, I don't think that is actually collecting static to my, yeah, I don't think it is collecting it here, no. Okay, because yeah, it just collected it to there. I'm trying to remember how I've set up my local. If I just go git status, I should remove that. Yep. Okay. Now, I'm gonna set all that up. Okay, that's why. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this over into here. And my keyboard's just stopped working. Sorry, my keyboard keeps doing this every now and then. It just stops working randomly. Equals fake. Alright, so we're just going to do that for a moment. And I'm going to try and collect static. So you have requested to collect static at the destination's location. Are you sure you? And I'm going to go yes. And hey, Natural Causes, how are you going? You really need to get a new keyboard. Yes, yes I do. All right. Yeah, it won't work because it actually we've hard coded in there. Shoot. All right, not a problem. I was hoping to be able to collect static onto here. It can be done. I just need to edit all of this, which is annoying. And I need to, which, let's just, same on, too much to do, too little time. Yeah, fair enough. I understand. So, yeah. Alright. What I wanted to do was I wanted to send this to my Minio account. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do exactly that. AWS S3 endpoint URL equals os get env AWS S3 endpoint URL. Alright, cool. So that should get the Minio stuff. That should all be fine. If I do this again, go yes. Looks like it's doing something. It hasn't complained. Oh, there's my water bottle. Hasn't complained, which is awesome. Oh, and you got it again, Ivanhoe. 52, nice. Nice, congrats. Now, it said it copied everything over. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to hit refresh. We've got the local deployment. We've got the admin. We've got the NearBeach. So we do actually have the static files copied over correctly, which is good. Now, I don't know why it's called local deployment. Because I think it's called... Oh, AWS version. Alright, yep. No, I know why. It's because there's this version number in here. So if I copy that one out again and I go AWS location equals, and then we go 0.31.57, I think it was, that we got trapped. Yeah, 57. We just do it again. Go yes. And welcome, Frankly Gamer. Welcome back. I'm hoping you're going well as I hit myself in the head with my own pen. And RJ, how are you going? Did you? Oh wow, 86.31. Congrats. Yeah, that's awesome, Frankly Gamer. So, yeah. Alright, it says it's done. I am going to refresh. Actually, I just need to go up one level. So, we got the version number, which is what we want, and then we got this on here. So, locally, this is working. Now I need to do the CloudFront stuff. Not CloudFront, sorry. Cloudflare. I've been probably saying the wrong thing all night. So, yeah. And sup. Okay, I am just going to go into our secret screen. I know I don't have the NearBeach birthday and stuff on here. But I've got to log in. I fear that I am a human being. I am. That is good to know. I've got to do two-factor. That is... I'll do this in a secret way. I forgot what authenticator I'm using. And I wish it was in... I wish it was in alphabetical order. Alright. There's all my clients. Oh, I've been getting people going to my blog for some strange reason. NearBeach is getting a bit more now. Okay, cool. No, yep, alright, cool. I want to go R2... Alright, CDN. Okay. Now this is... I'm just double checking I can share all of this stuff on stream. Okay, probably can't share that. But otherwise, all of this is common knowledge. Or knowledge you can really glean just by looking at how NearBeach works. So yeah. Alright. If they're in the name is robotic yet, yep. Alright, so a lot of this I've got to start cleaning up because we no longer support, are going to support the 0.30 branch, and we'll make an announcement towards the end of this month being like, we're going to shut up the 0.30 branches off very shortly, starting off with the release candidates. So yeah, the idea is if we have a look at NearBeach, I'm going to zoom in so you guys can actually read this properly. I do apologize. If we have a look at NearBeach, doesn't matter where we're getting this from. So if we have a look at the URL, it's the cdn.nearbeach.org, and then it's got a version number followed by pretty much NearBeach, and then what file it needs. So a good example is just that. Do you have a rough idea how many people are using NearBeach? I know a couple, but not that many. I don't track it, so yeah, it would be nice to actually know. But I know of one definitely confirmed case. So yeah. So as you see, everything's in here like this. We'll be getting rid of all of those. It's going to be a number of pages. The 0.31 branch will stay the same for quite a while. That is a mistake. The 0.32. That needs to be deleted because that doesn't exist. And currently at the moment goes up to 56. So we weren't able to get the 0.31.57 up. So we're using 4 gigs. All right. That's a lot. I didn't realize we get 10 gigs before it starts charging us. We're at an ad break. All right. And hopefully everyone is going well. Oh, Ivanhoe, congrats. I don't know if you're in an ad. Make me curl. Alright, natural causes. Yes, yes I will. However, I'll wait until after the ads. Just because I think others would like to see it. So, yeah. But I should get that ready shortly. How long till the ads? About a minute. Alright. I'll quickly solve the cube as fast as possible. Alright. Thanks. No ads right now. Alright, awesome. It's about 20 seconds left. It's that time of year where there's not that many ads on anyway, so a lot of the times people will only get like 30 seconds of ads. I know in a couple of other channels I've just had 30 seconds of ads and I'm like, okay, cool. Anyway, welcome back everyone. And I'm just going to go into standing mode. Okay, and let's do some curls because they were redeemed. All right. Actually went to the gym yesterday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah. Curls mode. Fair enough. Yep. I can't do overhead. I've got a fan right above me. I will destroy that fan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Let's get back into it. Okay, so we wanted to see this. And what we want to do is I want to get my file to appear in here. I am trying to remember how it's all done. I'm trying to remember where I get the security key. And then I've got to keep that security key hidden from you guys. So what I'll do is I'll put it in the env. And then, yeah, test it from here. And then I've got to rebuild all of these, which won't be hard to do. So the bucket name is NearBeach CDN. So that is definitely getting changed. That one will need to be changed. That one will need to be changed, and that one will need to be changed. The rest is fine. All right, I'm going to secret screen. I'm seeing how I can get to this. So I think under settings, name, yep, NearBeach, that, API, yep, that's fine. Public access, yep, that's fine. I am just finding So I'm just trying to find where I create the connections, but I just can't at the moment. So I tell you what, I'm going to bring up the documentation. Let's just read the documentation. Won't take too long. Cloudflare. Yep. All right. So what we want is R2 access. No, R2 access. Hang on. All right. Cloudflare. R2 photo free access. All right. You must generate an access key. That's going to open up documentation. All right, cool. In the account home, select R2. Under the account details, select manager. All right, cool. So up here. In account home, select R2. All right, give me a second. Sorry, I've got to do the secret screen. Account home, select R2, manage API tokens, R2 API token, okay, cool. And then we've got one for here, create token. Okay, local R2 token to be destroyed. All right, 24 hours. Token value. All right. I don't want to leak these tokens. And hey, Ayush Man India, how are you going? Hopefully you're going well. I'm currently just doing some token stuff, and I am just gonna quickly jump onto here. I don't want to release the tokens by mistake. All right, all right. Socks will be happy, but the problem is treats are in the other room. Socks, treats. All right. Oh. Anyway, have fun. I'll get this set up. Oop, oh god. Step. Yes. Oop, wrong one. In your bed. In your bed, you know where to go. Good girl. And I will keep these treats in here. Okay. And whilst that's on there, I'm going to quickly have a look at this. Under permissions, yep, are optional. All right, cool. Account ID. You'll need to configure the endpoint in your S3 client. Account ID. All right. Now I am And quickly copy this. Access ID. No, don't you dare do that. Sorry, everyone has to look at socks blown up at the moment. Just because I don't want to release these keys. Alright. And then the settings. S3 endpoint URL. AWS S3 endpoint URL. Alright, cool. I'm just making sure I don't have anything opened. I am going to click finish and we'll get back into it. Alright, sweet. Sorry about that. Camera books. Yeah, she loves breaking the camera. I will actually upgrade this camera soon. It is something I need to actually update. This one isn't. I want to go proper camera. So we've got this. What I've done is I've copied the stuff into the .env file. We're not going to have a look at what's in there just because, you know, obvious reasons. What I want to actually do now is I want to go over here and see if the collect static works. So if I go yes, and we should have it. Yep. All right, cool. We do get the problem here. All right. So this is kind of leaning on the fact that there's something wrong. And what I could potentially do is look at a previous version of Boto. Do excuse me for a minute. I just need to go to the bathroom and I will be right back. I'll put on the be right back screen. Oh, I don't have it. Anyway, I will be back. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay, let's get back into it. Alright, so it looks like, yeah, there's something wrong locally. But what we could potentially do is pip install Volto3 equals, and then what I want to do is I want to go pypi.org and go Volto3. Volto2, what do I have installed? Volto3, yeah, I do have Volto3. Yeah, alright, cool. And what you could do is you can look at the release history and you can be like, alright, cool. I'm gonna jump back to this particular version here. Because it was working back here. And then what we're gonna do is Python 3 pip install Volto3, and we key in this information here like so. And what it'll do is it'll overwrite everything and put in that, and then we collect static, we go yes. It looks like it's working. All right. This actually might take a little while to actually upload, but the fact of the matter is I have not hit an issue at all with this. It kind of implies that, yeah, there's a breaking issue in Boto. Now, it could be one of those things where we just need to read the documentation and they might have included something new in there which we just need to include in our sort of code and so forth like that. So I'm not going to assume that it's something nefarious. I'm going to assume that it is something where I've got to read data. I got to read something. So we're going to go release history. We're going to bump this all the way up to this particular version 13599. Forgot to say, thank you. Yeah, so 8 years ago, I did my first commit to NearBeach. So yeah, it's its birthday stream from the YouTube thumbnail. Oh, fair enough. Yep. So yeah, NearBeach's birthday. It's pretty. I'm happy. I'm excited. It's come a long way. Let's just say that. From something that started out of me learning how to program in the web dev environment to actually a tool that I'm using and a tool that I know other people are using too. And hopefully in the near future, a lot more people will be using. So yeah, I am excited. Now I'm just going to run this one again. Once again, it looks like it hasn't failed, which is a sort of key point. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump back over here. We are going to go to our R2. We're going to go into our up here. We're going to go into the CDN. And we are going to go search for 0.31.57. And it looks like it is actually uploading files. Okay. I'm going to cancel that because I'm actually happy with this. But what I want to do is I want to do 36 and then 0. So I'm figuring out if it's a particular version. Sorry, let me rephrase that. We've gone from 35 to now 36. I want to see if that jump was the one that broke it. And if it is, I'm going to check the documentations. If that hasn't broken it, then I'm going to go up one more and one up more. If it's one of these patches that has broken, then I think we might put in a bug report. All right, cool. Yeah, it looks like it is one of those, this number from 35 to 36. So it could easily just be that they've implemented something new. In which case, we got to read the documentation. Yes, sweetie. No sucks. All right. Ooh, nearly falling over. Okay, a sample, create queue, send message, code example, no, S3. All right, cool. So, Amazon S3 buckets. I'm just gonna click on that. And I'm gonna click on the cause. Okay, so that looks fine. I mean, the cause, we shouldn't be, because a lot of Django should be handling a lot of this. No socks. Nope. Nope. So I'm just going to go over here, and I am going to copy this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to search. Page is still loading. All right. Oh, announcement. In AWS SDK for Python version 1.63.0, we released changes to the S3 client that adopt new default integrity protections. For more information on default integrity behavior, please refer to the official SDK documentation. In the SDK release from this version on clients default to enable an additional checksum on all put calls and enabling validation on get calls, you can disable default integrity protections for S3. We do not recommend this because checksums are important to S3 integrity posture. Integrity protections can be disabled by setting the commit flag to when required or by using the related AWS shared config settings or environment variables. Disclaimer, the AWS SDKs and CLIs are designed for usage with official AWS services. We may introduce or enable new features by default, such as these new default integrity protections prior to them being supported or handled by third-party services implementations. I think we've found something here. You can disable new behavior with the when required value for the request checksum calculations and response checksum validations configured option covered in the data integrity protect. All right, cool. Oh yeah, this is definitely a breaking change for me. So one thing is, what I could do is I could test this when required. If I can't get that to work with Django, what we can do is we can use an older version of Boto for a little while until this gets implemented in third parties. Now, considering Cloudflare is quite big, they might have it implemented sooner rather than later. But this could be the reason why. But also at the same time, we don't know if that notification, when that notification came out and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm not blaming anyone here. So what I need to do, I don't know how to get that into here. Because yeah, that would definitely break Django. S3 photo 3 when required flag. All right. Upload to Amazon S3 using version 3 and return public URL. That's 9 years ago. That has nothing to do with what we are doing. Amazon, Django storages, options. Hang on. Do we use storages? Socks. What's the matter? Cup doors open. All right. All right, there's our storages, static files, backend. So we just need to put our options in there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to break this up. Like so. So we've got our static files. And we've got our options. And your options in here. So announcements was when required. Can disable by setting the config flag when required. I'm going to put false. I'm going to try that again. No, try away. It did not work. Okay. That is... Oh, I've got a capital for... that might be it. Yeah, alright. And hey, Nocturnal, how are you going? We are... We've been affected by this issue. Technically, there's an announcement and stuff like that. So we got a fallback. We can use an old version of Bota 3 for a little while until this gets implemented. Otherwise, yeah. Oh, you can settle this new behavior with the when required value for the... Oh, I've read that wrong. All right. So that's going to be get rid of that, and then we just paste in this, and we just go and scream internally because I fat fingered everything. It's time for coffee. Fair enough. I can only have 1 cup of coffee. It is really effective for me. Alright. Hopefully that works. No. No decaf now. Oh, fair enough. Oh, ad break in progress. Alright. And Nocturnal, it's NearBeach's 8th birthday. So, yeah. 8 years ago, I did the first commit. I can't believe how long ago that was. I was a lot younger. Less beard too. In fact, I think I mostly shaved most of the times. I had a electric thing which I used to, you know, and then it'll grow out a little bit and then I got it back, and yeah, 8 years ago. I was still at the university, working at the university. I realized it's 5 years since I left. That was the other day. So yeah. Anyway, about 30 seconds left. Let's see how much I can do with this. Actually, I can't do much. I just mucked up the start, didn't I? Yeah, I did. All right, cool. There we go. All right. Let's see. 13 seconds. Can I? No, I've got that in the thing. No, I won't get that done in time. Unless I get the top falling into place. 4 seconds. No, I won't. Nah, just didn't make it. Welcome back, everyone. All right. Let's bump this back to the workstations. Well, I probably have some projects that old, but they aren't that unfunctional. Fair enough. Well, remember I rewrote NearBeach, so it became a mess at one point. So, yeah. I'm going to run this again. No, it didn't work. Alright. Okay. SDK for Python 3, installation, yada. We're going to search for this in here. It isn't in there. Alright. It's annoying. But not a problem. Once again, what we would do is we would look at the we would install the previous version. Oh, I can't get that done for everyone though. Okay. Oh, and congratulations again, Frankly Gamer for the 72. So yeah. All right. I'm wobbling my monitor like there's no tomorrow. So what I'm going to do, Boto 3, I'm just going to put requested Django and see what happens. Alright, there's Google doesn't yeah, there's hardly any results. Okay. You're getting skilled, and this is going to put it on my resume. Fair enough. Uploading on Django with Boto 3. I mean, we can have a look at it, but this is going to be old. This is 6 years old. So what I want, Boto 3 Python options. So the configuration. Okay, a config, AWS config. 3, don't see this either. The checks. Oh, alright. Oh, it might be AWS checksum calculations. I'm just going to paste it in. Determines when the checksum will be calculated for the requested payload. Seek more information. The requested configuration file and the response. So I'm just going to paste this one in too. And what we're going to do is we're going to test. Still not doing what I want it to do. Yeah, it is capital. I'm just zooming in. I'm just reading this. I should also search on this page. Not found. All right. What's wrong? I have some experience with Django 1 year. So what we're trying to do is Bojo 3 has just changed some configuration and stuff like that in their new 0.36 release. Sorry, 1.36 release. And what's actually happened now, they need to have these particular values defined as when required. Otherwise, it won't upload to CloudFlare. No, Cloudflare. Sorry, the R2 Cloudflare. So we're figuring out how to actually set this up in Django. So we've got our storages defined in here. We've got our static files backend. There they are. And we've got this in here. And we're just playing around with this until it starts working. And I don't think we can do something like this because, yeah, it just goes, no, that's not going to work. And, yeah, see? Yes, socks. So yeah, I'm just having a look at this. We've got the options in here. I'm like, all right, cool. Can I put the options in there? Django 4.2 changed the way the storage objects are configured. In particular, it made it easier to independently configure the storage backends and add additional ones to configure multiple storage. Pre Django 4.2, you need subclass. All right, cool. We're using the latest version of Django. So you instead. Yes, Socks, I'm up here. No, I'm not going and chasing you. So, the setting documentation includes both the options and subclass. Alright. So. That's the thing, I've got to double check that I am using so Python 3 m pip list. I am using Django storages, so yeah. Is your default then static files? Yeah, so we're trying to upload just the static files. That's another thing. I could potentially... I don't think that will work. Yeah, I don't think that's it, but I'm playing around with it at this point. No. Alright. Oh, hang on. Am I doing something silly? I think I'm doing something silly. Alright, so default backend options, default backend options. Hang on. Invalid setting. This is a different error now. Improper configure, invalid setting, AWS checksum validations for S3 static storage. I should have Django storages. We're 114. I am just going to delete those for the moment. so there's our original error, and then what we're wanting to do is AWS response checksum validation is setting storage static files, options, AWS checksum validations when required, static files equals storage.backend equals storage. All right, cool. Thank you. I'm just gonna okay, let's just neaten this up. Easy done. Oh, didn't mean to do that one. All right, come to me. There we go. And then that will be there, and then that will be there, and then that will be there. And then static file storage, I think we also do set that. Yeah, no, that'll be fun there. So that should be, and then it complains that the AWS response checksum validation doesn't work, which is the top one. Which I'm just going to copy that one, and I'm just going to paste it in over like that. And then I'm going to copy that one and paste it over top of that one. So those should definitely be 100% correct. It says env variable. Where does it say that? Sorry. In the docs. On this one, oh, environmental variable. All right. You want the bit on the line above. All right, let's do this. I'm just gonna invalid setting. Okay, let's just do both. I'm assuming I'm copying the right lines. Possibly. And another thing is we could do when supported instead of when required. Because it might be ideal if that changes over slowly. Yeah, alright. Improperly configured, invalid settings, request checksum calculation. Alright. Shared AWS config file settings. I tell you what. None of that is in there. Okay. Okay. The annoying thing is all the Botox. I'm assuming you mean Boto stuff in meta as hell, so it's not even easy to go through and check the code. Yeah. Can I go back to the code? Certainly. So yeah, it's saying those particular options don't exist. Autocorrect. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, sure, I'm happy to do an empty one. That will come up with this, so we know this now hits this, and then it comes up with our put objects operations, which, yeah. Yeah, it's optional. I want to see. So this does have the Boto AWS. It does have this in here like that, and we did actually have that up like that. I'm gonna try one of these. Nibble coffee. All right. I'm gonna try one of these particular ones. So max attempts. I'm just gonna copy that, and I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna paste in max attempts, and I'm gonna type in, let's say 5. All right. I want to see if that recognizes that. No, it doesn't. Invalid settings. All right. Okay. Is the Boto 3 version new enough for that config? Yes, it should be the latest version of Boto on here. Actually, no, I should say it's 136.0. I can update that very quickly. Pip, and, sorry, Python 3 and pip install Boto 3 equals 136.2. So that's the latest version. Boto is the new Botox, yeah. You don't want all the cat ones. Alright, for the vase. Okay, cool. So, we know that one doesn't work. So if we were to do this, max attempts doesn't work. I just want to see the options in here. Yes, I know socks. And it might be the fact that Django, you're meowing like there's no tomorrow. People think I'm like causing you grievous amounts of neglect, but no, you're getting lots of attention. It might be a fact that the Django storage just hasn't updated for this very new, like the announcement was 4 days ago, issue that we're having. So if we go S3, yeah, we've got options, but what are the options? So we've got authentication settings. Yep, all right, cool, settings. CloudFront signed URLs, IAM policy. I don't see what options we have in there. And that's what I want to kind of search for. All right, there you go, sweetie. Sorry, I can't read. Which version of Django storages you use? So I should be on the very latest one. I should be on 1.14.4. We can double confirm that in a couple of seconds. So Django storages 1.14.4. Could be a problem, yeah. So we know with the latest version of Boto 1.36, that caused this issue. So I could always revert it back to the previous one. However, that being said, we don't want to stay on there forever, because Boto could eventually have a security issue with that particular version. We definitely don't want to stay on it if that happens. Yeah. And that being said, a lot of this has changed just recently. It might be one of those things where we have to wait for Django storages to update. So, yeah. But we can have a look at the issues on Django storages. So if we go GitHub, Django storage is. Oh. After we updated our dependencies, specifically after updating from Boto 3 to the latest 136th version, we noticed that some files related tests fail. Also, manually uploading any image stopped working, so there must be some breaking changes. Yes. Yes, thank you. Alright, same here. Had to manually specify the version in the requirements. Yep. Alright, cool. We observed the problem, the same error when trying to upload. This is it. Signature does not match when put upload. Yes. All right. Our setup is a little unusual. Google Cloud Storage with the S3 interface, but for us, signaling version S3 also solved this. But AWS does not support signaling version anymore. So here's the related for the Boto. We're seeing intermittent signature errors when using, yep. Okay. Okay. So this is 2 days ago. This is really fresh. Using env var might work as it would bypass Django storage. Oh, all right. I see what you mean. Give me a couple of seconds. When we're doing the var, env var, I'm going to use that one. And then it's going to be when required. Sorry, I've got to keep you guys onto the secret screen because I don't want to accidentally give out my R2 credentials. So we're going to go up here. We're going to boom that in there. We're going to do like that equals when required. And then I want to, when supported, sorry. Because I am assuming that it won't do it if it ain't supported. Okay, I'm going to go over here and we're going to do that. Helping is yeah, no, I enjoy the help, all the help, like yeah, no, there's a lot of things I just don't know. And this is one of them too. All right, max attempts. I broke something. Don't worry, we can unbreak it like doing this. All right, cool. I'm gonna do yes. No, we've still hit that issue. So yeah, and for girls and cats. There's no girls here. All right. So we know Django storages. There is someone who's officially written on it on here. Also, oh, Boto Core. What version is Boto Core do I've got? Boto Core, also the same version. All right. Now I've got to think. It's going to be one of those things where I definitely do want to watch this issue. I also to see how often. So last week, all right, cool, insights. Okay. Drop not even close. Right, I need to go to bed. Anyway, natural causes, thank you very much for coming by, and I hope you get a good night's sleep. So yeah. Alright, so what can I do? There's a couple of options. Alright. Okay. Potential solutions. Okay, the easiest one, go back to, oh God, socks. What have you done? Go back to 1.35 branch and wait it out. If this is affecting enough people, someone's going to fix something somewhere. And we just got to wait it out. And hopefully it's only a week wait and so forth like that. There is a major issue though. If someone finds a security flaw in that previous branch, we're screwed. The other option, so go back to the 35 branch. The other option is essentially manual uploading of static files. Which is going to be hard because there are limitations with uploading static files. So you can upload stuff into here very easily. So we go back to here. You see there's a drag and drop down at the bottom. You'll drag it into here and it'll upload. However, I think there is a 10 megabyte limit or something like that when I was originally doing this. In which case, that's why I decided to get GitHub Actions to handle all the work. Why I'm using Django storages and so forth like that. So, not ideal. I don't want to do that. Now, another option is we can migrate our CDN to AWS or Azure. So, AWS shouldn't have the problem. We should be able to then switch our DNS over to one of their buckets and stuff like that, and we can probably set something up pretty quickly. It won't cost us much. It won't cost us much. It won't cost us much. It's just time consuming and annoying because now I've got to set up everything else to get that to work. It's more of a pain. So, we have this I don't want to do. Full stop. Don't want to do it. So, my thought is implement this first, wait no more than a month, and if they haven't fixed anything, look at doing this. Yeah, frankly gamer, I think we're both on the same page. I think waiting for an option right now is the sort of best thing to do. And we haven't added progress. All right, good timing for the ads, I think. So, yeah. And it means we can do another release tonight. It probably means I've got to do a couple of releases ahead of stuff. But, yeah, we'll figure it out. So, it won't be a problem. Okay, whilst we got the ads on, I'm going to go back into my env file and I am going to delete some stuff. All right. I guess env var didn't work. No, sadly it didn't work. It was a good idea, and I can see how it could potentially work, but sadly, just it didn't. But not a problem. We'll have workarounds. So yeah, I think purposely knocking back the version to 135.99 for about a month should work, and then in a month we can have a look at it and try this again, and I can key in my calendar being like, hey, gotta do this and test this out to make sure this will now work. If it doesn't work in the future, I could potentially look at migrating from Cloudflare back to AWS, which shouldn't be too much of a hassle, because it will be a DNS change, and what I could potentially do at the same time with the DNS change is I can get rid of some of the old 0.30 CDN stuff. And we are back! Alright, cool. Set as a scheduled task. Pin and check back. Yeah, so... yeah, I'll just key it in my calendar. Okay, so we should... I've gotten rid of all the stuff in here. Now, in here, I won't need this anymore because this is my local. I'm gonna close this, and we're gonna keep this one open. Now, the one problem, I've lost all my access keys. I'm gonna delete these. And don't worry what you're going to see. This is on my local. You only ever see this when I am... sorry, this only gets booted up whenever I'm on stream. So, I wouldn't worry about this. I think it's 9,000. I'm going to quickly test that. We actually have diagnostic tools for this. Alright, under administration, we've got diagnostic information. We can do an upload test. Ooh, we got an error. And I don't know why that's super tiny in there. SSL, oh, yeah, alright, no, that's me. That's all me. Cool. Just reset the server. Refresh this page. Do an upload test and done. Alright, cool. I am gonna close that one. Sweet. So, now that we've done that, we're going to have a look at the workflow. So in the workflow, because this will actually affect people who do want to use Cloudflare as their sort of storage, we actually need to do this in the requirement text files. Damn it. Alright, so under requirement dev, what we've got is photo. And we're going to go 1.35.99. Photo core equals 1.35.99. Yeah, and I know that, and I am going to reinstall them soon. So we've got all of that. Yep, that should be fine. And then no. I'm gonna check this out. So pip up install upgrade, install virtual environment, source activate, pip install requests. Alright, cool. So we've got this as NearBeach now. We've also got to do it here. Like so. Okay. And this will definitely be a new release. And then what I want to do is I want to check all the files for any reference for Boto. I'm removing the file mask. We're going deep with this one. So we've got Boto 3 in here. Yep, all right, cool. We need to actually do this one, particular one too. So 1.35.99. This one is part of the template project TOML. So yep, this one. Import, yep, that's fine. Client, yep, that's fine. Boto session, yep, that's fine. That's the client, yep. All right. So we've got all of that set up. As part of search.js, yep. All right. I'm happy with this. We need to go git status, git add. Just double checking everything now. Because if I do a release of this, it's going to be a pain. Deploy. All right. Going back with this, deploy with this particular one. So this will set up, yep, all right, cool. Python version, oh, we need to probably add the most up-to-date version of Python. Python version, thank you very much. .3.13.1. Alright, we're going to update the version of Python too. At the same time as this. So with Python version 3. Update pip install. Yep, okay. So pip upgrade pip virtual environment source activate pip install request set up to a wheel. Alright, cool. Pip and upgrade build. Yep, create any part. Yep, alright, cool. So it creates that from there, auto generates all of that. So the PyProject TOML file. So this gets created. Sorry, GitHub generate template PY. So yep, that runs all of that. And then it uploads all of that. Then it deploys the static file. So yeah, we did need to do it in here, which is good that we've done it in here. And we're happy with all of that. Okay, so git fix to temporary fix to Boto 3 issues. That should be it. I closed all those tabs. I need to reference some of those tabs. That's not a problem. We'll refine them. Okay, so that's gone directly into main. Okay. So that's come through. And what we want to do is 0.31 dot. Now we've done 57, so sadly we've got to go up to 58. And then fix to library issue. So reference. And what we want is Boto GitHub Boto 3. We've got our issues and we've got an announcement. So I'm going to reference this in here. Boto 3 has changed how it deploys. There are a few checks done. There are now a few checks done that are not supported on third-party applications. All right. Please read the reference above. We have implemented a temporary fix for this and will come back in the near future and discuss how we are going to deploy the static files to the CDN. This version has no, alright, yeah, this is pretty much it. So, set pre-release, yep. There's nothing to do with all of that, so I'm just going to hit release and I'm going to hope for the best. And we're going to open up the actions. So we've done the deploy NearBeach. The deploy NearBeach is actually going to be really, really quick because what it does is it builds NearBeach and then it actually pretty much puts it on PyPI. Which, yeah, usually this one takes a couple of minutes. And then the deploy static files, that one takes up to half an hour. So if it's still around in a couple of minutes, it means we're done and the successfully, well, we've applied a workaround successfully. And whilst I'm doing that, sorry, I'm just solving a Rubik's Cube. Okay. Alright, so that one's done without any complaints, which is nice. So this one, if it keeps running after about 2 minutes, it means we've been successful. Okay. We're just now waiting. I'm sorry for those who are just watching me watch this thing. It's intense. You know, being like, come on, keep running, keep running. Are you uploading? Are you uploading? Actually, one thing I could do to actually check to make sure it is uploading. Give me a couple of seconds. I've just got to go to the secret screen. I can actually go to the Cloud Flare page right now because I should still be logged in. I just can't show what I've, because I got client URLs in here and stuff like that. So just give me 2 seconds. I can jump into here. All right, sweet. So I've just jumped onto Cloudflare. What we're searching for, 0.31.58. And it's there. And it's uploading. All right, so we've got a fix. This is going to work. So yeah. And the good news is if someone else is using something like Cloudflare to actually store their static files and stuff like that, because you can set this up to actually do that, they will still work instead of it being broken for them. So yeah, cool. We did a release. Yeah, so in half an hour this will be actually fully released, and then I can upgrade my environment. So yeah, that's awesome news. We've got to work around and stuff like that. So yeah, we're happy with that, we're happy with that, we're happy with that. We're going to continue running that. We're going to close that one, and what I'm going to do is, I should wait half an hour before doing this. Yeah, I'll wait half an hour before upgrading my version. So yeah, we're going to close that, we're going to close that. We're now happy with that, we're going to close that. We are going to move on to the next thing. And there's a couple of things I wanted to do, so I wanted to do that. I also wanted to write some NearBeach flow documentation, but I think because it's 8:30, we can also have a look at the API, OAuth, sorry, stuff, not API stuff. The OAuth stuff will help with the API stuff. So, yes. Isn't that right, Socks? She's like, no. Oh, sweetie. She's very concerned at the moment. So, we are going to do something. We're going to try and... I did a... Oh, let me refresh. We've got our roadmap. And part of our roadmap is we want to implement OAuth. So on the weekend, I did a bit of research into OAuth and so forth like that. And I'm like, all right, cool. I think I've got a library that I want to use. I'm going to use that particular library. And then we're just going to play around with it. And that's all we're doing today. We're doing a little bit more researching for OAuth. So let's go over here. Let's go git checkout develop. All right, cool. Git pull. We're just pulling in all our changes and stuff like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go git flow feature start, and we're going to go OAuth. All right. And the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to go over here and write Django OAuth. Yeah, we're just going to leave it as OAuth. Django implementation of OAuth 2. And I forgot if it's this toolkit that I was looking at, and I think it is. I wrote this down on my sorry, I wrote this down. give me a couple of seconds. Sorry, I've got to get my little my tablet. I'll be right back. Alright, so yeah, I've been using a scribe for a couple of months now. Oh, I can't share that screen. Definitely can't share that screen. That's all my notes for work. Alright, NearBeach. I can share this. There you go. Roadmap. Alright, cool. So yeah, I've been using it to write down stuff. So, talking about the OAuth, I'm going to deal with the assumptions first. So, off by default. So, what we're going to do is we're going to have a flag which, when enabled, allows users to actually implement the OAuth. The auth will be connected to a user and uses that user's exact permissions. And also, only admins should set it up at the start. We do want to extend it to normal users and so forth like that, but we're going to have to actually figure out the method for that. But at the start, what we want to do is we want to slowly sort of do it and then implement it. So Django OAuth toolkit. Django OAuth, yeah, it is this particular one. So we're going to use this. Bear with me whilst I close that. This thing has been very useful. All right. So installation, I don't need to look at that. So we need to install this. And the idea is, with the installed apps, we're going to... I don't know if I can add onto the installed apps afterwards. So we're going to test that out at the same time. But first, baby steps. Let's install this. So it'll be in here. Oh, I should delete that. Sorry, whilst I remember, I'm going to delete that API key. All right, cool. Yeah, easy done. All right, so Django auth toolkit, we've got it in there. We're also going to put it into the requirements. So yeah, you can kind of see the keys and stuff like that. And I'm like, why not? And I'll just delete it very, very quickly. So we've got that, and then we need to put it in installed apps under the settings. So if I go to close all tabs and I go into the settings, so this will be local, this will be settings. We want the installed apps, so up here. And the idea is we'll have a check down here to be like, hey, if this is installed, then yeah. But for the local, that's perfectly fine. The local, we want to install. It's the Docker side of things where we want to actually put in those checks to be like, hey, if we got a value that is true, then boom, we want this put in. So we want OAuth provider, so that will be probably at the bottom, I think. Now that's throwing up issues because we don't have it installed. That's not going to be a problem. What we're going to do, pip Python 3, pip install, read from the requirements.txt. And then that should just run. There you go, perfect, see? If you need OAuth to provider, you'll need to add the following to your URLs. And once again, we'll need to set this up so that way if a user doesn't have this turned on, none of those URLs are going to show. Yeah. So. This will be part of the NearBeach. It'll be part of, for our local, this is perfectly fine. What we'll do, keyboard stop working. And hey, Taku, how are you going? Welcome back. So yeah, I see you're on YouTube. How have you been? How's the weather? Is it still cold there? It is NearBeach's birthday today. So NearBeach just turned 8. So 8 years ago, I did my first commit on the internet for NearBeach. Alright, so that shouldn't clash with anything that's in NearBeach, which is good. So what I want to do, I want to include all of that. I'm happy with that. Python manage migrate. I'm just going to migrate everything. Watch this. So Python 3 manage a migrate, and it's just going to be like with all the OAuth. I am going to hit the refresh for the stop and run just in case. So. And I'm going to go localhost. And then I'm going to go localhost admin. And then I'm going to click on a user. I'm just going to do dark admin. All right. Okay. So, I don't know where to do this. So I'm going to click on getting started, what we build, what is OAuth, Django, OAuth. Actually, I'm just going to go and do that. Oh, okay. Okay. Django or auth toolkit let views are not enabled unless you have. All right, cool. Yes, still cold in Tokyo. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's really warm here. We got up to 30 degrees today. At the moment, it's not too bad in this room. It is only 30 degrees in here. So, yeah. And if you have a look, we got little, I don't know if I'm pointing the right way. I think I'm pointing the right way. We've got the little doggy wearing a hat. And Ivanhoe, 87. Wow. Only 30. Yeah, I'm okay with 30 degrees. It is, all right, to be fair, it's 30.9 degrees Celsius. For those that wanting to know what that is, that's 87.6 Fahrenheit. Now, I am perfectly fine in this particular temperature because it's only 33% humidity. If it gets up to 100% humidity, then I'm not so fine. So, yes. It's a very dry heat, and I'm very used to it. Unfortunately, it's going to be thundery after that. Oh, no. So I'll just buy a salad at 7-Eleven. Fair enough. Fair enough. Which reminds me, I've got to eat eventually. So, yeah. Okay, so this isn't working. That being said, we haven't really read any of the documentations on what to do. So, what we're going to do, we've just done that. I'm going to skip forward to the Django OAuth. So we've installed it. Yep. We've added that in. Yep. We've migrated. Yep. Include OAuth URLs into that. So we've done that and we've done that one. This will make the available endpoints to authorize, generate tokens, and create OAuth applications. Last change, add login URL to IAM. Alright. Guess Australia's summer is more good than Japan. Yeah, it is a very dry sort of summer over here. Not as humid. So when you sweat, a lot of the sweat just evaporates quite fast in Australia. Whereas, you know, where it's humid like Thailand, Japan, and so forth like that, it sticks to you. So, yeah. I'll go shout, enjoy. Anyway, thank you very much. So yeah. Alright, so we need to change the login URL. Alright, let's find out where that little thing is kept. We don't have it. Alright. Login URL. Okay, yep. Do I need to do that? I'm going to say yes for the moment. So I'm just going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. I'm just going to put login URL at the bottom, and that should be fine. And OAuth, authorized grants. An authorized grant is a credential representing the resource's own authorization to access protected resources. Use the client to obtain the access token. The OAuth framework specifies several grant types. Oh, we've just hit ads again. Okay, ad time. I'm hoping everyone's going well. So, yeah. I'm hoping this works. So, we'll see how it goes. If it's really easy to implement and it gets implemented, we'll actually, in the next couple of releases, start releasing it and then releasing functionality for it. Because it is on our roadmap to get done very quickly. The next thing after that is, yeah, we've got a bunch of things on the roadmap. And the things we want to complete this month, we've only got one left, which is the NearBeach flow, and that's just documenting it. And I am hoping to do that next stream. So yeah, it'll be nice to actually get it documented and actually show at a helicopter view how NearBeach is meant to flow. Its tides, so to say. So yeah. Anyway, how are we doing with ads? We're about 30 seconds out. And this is going to be an easy solve. There we go. We're going to do a pattern. So there we go. And yeah. Okay. Just going to mess that up very, very quickly. And then if we do it like this. Okay. Alright, and we should be coming back now. Yep. Alright, sweet. Welcome back, everyone. So, we've done that. So we run the server, and then we want... Okay, and create an application. So... Oh, alright, that's not a problem. Ooh, register. All right, cool. So application register. Now this is client ID, client secret, the name, a secret name. We've got the client type, confidential. Allowed origins. All right, cool. So it's got a bunch of stuff in here. Grant type authorization codes. Okay, so we got a client ID and a client secret. Okay. Okay, yep, your applications. Now, one other thing which I wanted to do is, instead of having it looking like this, I'm going to NearBeach brand it. That's something I did want to actually do. Yeah, so at the moment, if we were to release this, this would be sort of secretly hidden. We'll write documentation on how to get to it, you know, in a secret way. So we've got this, client secret, client this, redirect URLs, edit, we've got all that, go back. All right, cool. And we've got the delete, so confidential authorization code. So client ID, client secret. There we go. Now let's generate an authorization to do it. Okay. Yeah, so we've got that. Yeah, I'm just wondering, with that information, can I access the dashboard? Do I have Postman on here? I could use curl for the moment. So, I'm going to open up this. I'm going to go curl HTTP localhost 8000. Oh, and how do I curl the output? cool. Cool, HTTP local host 8000. No, it's not showing anything. Cool, not doing local host. This is a curl bug, a strange one where curl fails to fall back to IP4 if there is an IPv6 entry in. All right. With the -4 option. All right. I did not know that. No. All right. Curl help. There we go. All right. Page not found. 404. All right, cool. Yep. Okay. Localhost, go into localhost, accepted that, HTTP data, yep. Okay, what if I do log in? Yep. Okay, blue, boom, butter, log in. All right. All right, not a problem. So, getting with this, what we want to do is we've got the code, so that will be authorized challenge, yada yada. Call for that. Non-existing callback. All right, cool. So I'm just going to paste that in, knowing this is going to fail. Done. Code challenge. No such file or directory. Authorized response code equals no file directory. All right. Note the parameters we pass. Code challenge, code method, client ID, redirect URL. Page will get not found 404, but it works like. All right. Okay, cool. X posts, application, X form. Yep. Okay. Auth will provide, will return the following response, expires in that bearer, scope. All right, cool. So what we're getting is the authorization token. So we need the ID, the client ID, the secret, and the code, and the code verifier. All right, cool. We get the bearer token back. In which case, to access the user resources, we could just use the token. So curl, bearer token, boom, and then like that, resources. All right. That should be good to go. All right, I'm just going to go tutorial. Okay, so now protect your APIs. No. Let's go tutorials. Number 1 scenario: you want to make your own authorization server to issue tokens to client applications for such an API. Start your app. During this tutorial, you'll make an XHR. All right, pip install OL Django core headers. Oh, all right. We might need the core headers. All right, include that. Yep, we've done that. I think we do have core headers. No, we don't. All right. We wouldn't want to do that anyway. All right. I'll see if I can do it without the thing. Sorry, I'm a little out of my depth here. I don't know what I'm doing. Authorization code. All right. I really should have just played through this whole entire tutorial. Okay. So, I'm going to grab this. I'm going to copy. I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. I'm going to paste it in. Easy done. Now it's going to fail. That's perfectly fine. I'm not afraid of that. In fact, I should have done something like this. And then like that. Alright, cool. So we've got a curl post in here and stuff like that. So we've got this application. Yep. So the client ID, if we go into here, the client ID will be this. We are just going to fill these out how we want it to. Client secret, we're just going to go over here. Now the code, I don't know what those two are for. All right. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste it into here. Exit. Delete authorization code. Done. Delete. Failed to connect to after. Couldn't connect to server because we don't have that in the credentials. So if I go up here, we've got localhost. And what we should have is 127.0.0.1 as allowed hosts. I'm gonna rerun this. Oh, I probably didn't have it running. That's why. Invalid request, error description, missing code parameters. All right, cool. And welcome back. I'm feeling that way that arguing with someone on Linux for Noobs does. I just argued about installing multiple desktop environments does a mess, whilst the other person says no, it won't. Fair enough. Fair enough. I only have one on my computer, so yeah. I fully understand. So, yeah. Alright, I've broken something. Let's go back over here and redeem curls. Alright. So let's do some more curls. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I've broken something. Let's curl. Yep. You end up with a lot of overlapping programs, but I've run multiple desktops before. Okay. It's been a while since I've done it. I remember doing KDE in GNOME and having small issues back in the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. There we go. Let's get back into the work. I've done loads over the years. Ah, fair enough. All right, so I've broken something in here, so I'm just gonna delete. We're gonna go back into this. We're gonna copy this. It really, yeah, the code and the code verifier. I don't know where that is. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to delete, and I'm going to go click here. I'm going to go test application. We're going to pick what they picked. So register a new application, confidential, authorizations, and then non-existent callback. All right. And then nothing else, and no OI. All right, no. Cool. So we've got all of that. Export the client secret, so ID secret. Now let's generate an authentication code grant with PKCE, proof key code exchange, useful in to prevent authorization code injection. All right. Take note the code challenge, since we'll be including it in the flow URL. It should look like something like that. All right. But the other person is like, no, that's false. Please agree. Sometimes you just gotta give up on people. All right. I am going to copy some of these. Because, yeah, I don't know where this one belongs. So, if we go down here, we've got the client ID. All right, cool. I can get this stuff done. So, if I go in here, we've got client ID. Client secret. Code. I am just doing that. Code verifier. And thank you very much for the follow. And Mel8, welcome, welcome. I do hope you are enjoying my content as I figure all of this out. So code challenge. Client ID, coach challenge method. All right. Oh, you gotta go? Anyway, thank you very much, Ivanhoe. I hope to see you again soon, yeah. Bullseye, damn. Ah, 45, yeah. And welcome, welcome, Admel. So, yeah. That's a butter biscuit here, so good day to you too. Alright, so I don't know if any of this will work, because I don't know what the code and the code verifier is. I'm just going to go copy. I'm just going to go clear. We're going to paste all of that in. Invalid client. Unauthorized, 0 token. All right. Yeah, I'm going to have to watch some videos. Okay. So my channel at Mesatech. Oh yeah, yeah. So usually they're streaming whilst I'm working. So yeah, I lurk on their channel quite a bit. Yeah, thank you. Anyway, welcome. We are building an open source project management system called NearBeach. It's actually NearBeach's birthday today, so NearBeach has turned to 8. So yeah. We've fixed a particular issue with a deployment cycle today, and now we're trying to figure out how to implement OAuth. We're at the very start of implementing OAuth. We're quite literally just figuring out how to actually get the packages to work. Now, this might be one thing where I scrap it, what I'm doing in NearBeach, and follow these instructions. And I'm going to say, yeah, let's do that. Let's do a simple git reset hard. Let's do a deactivate on, is it deactivate? No, there we go. Let's go up here. Let's go make directory OAuth test. Let's do virtual env VM. Let's go source VM activate. Let's go pip install Django and Django. Oh yeah, pip install Django. Let's keep it simple. Hop to a. All right. Sorry, I just gotta handle this. All right. Sorry about that. We don't need that type of crud in our chat. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to move my terminal screen over here along with this one. Oh, sorry, this sometimes happens. Gonna shove that into there. All right, so what we're doing, we're gonna make project IAM. Make project isn't found. All right, cool. Oh yeah, that's a virtual environment. Make project pip install Django admin start project IAM. That's what I wanted to do. So I'm a bit ahead of that. It'll create all of that. It'll create the Django applications, then create a user directory which is laid out like this. All right, cool. So, yep. What I want to do is I'm going to open up that particular folder. So we want OAuth test IAM, trust project, this window, terminate that. All right, cool. So here it is. Easy done. We got everything set up like that. And then, sorry, give me a couple of seconds. I just realized that alert. All right, cool. So that's how it's set up. We're all happy with that. Yep. Create the Django application. So cd into IAM and then Python manage start apps users. Oh, sorry. Yep, cool. And then that bumps out all of that. So if we go back over here, we've now got a folder for users. In here, we've got like the admin, we've got apps, we've got models, we've got tests, and so forth like that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. If you're starting a new project, it's highly recommended to set up a custom user model, even if the default user model is sufficient for you. This model behaves identical to the default user model, but you'll be able to customize it in the future if need arises. So yeah, we haven't done that in NearBeach, but that's one thing which we could potentially look at in the near future. So users model, all right, cool. We need to add in this into the users models. All right. Cool. And then change the IAM settings to add users into the installed app. So under the settings, we want to go into installed apps and we just want to go users. Like so, I think. Yep, users. And then configure .user.user to be the model using the auth application for the auth user model in the IAM settings. So auth user model equals that. So that needs to be, I would put that at the bottom. Like so. And then create initial migration for users. Yep, all right, cool. So that will be just Python, yep. Python manage migration. Or make migrations, I should say. And then we go Python manage migrate. I might be jumping the gun by doing that. Yeah, all right, cool, yeah. And it makes that, yeah, it makes that migration output. All right, cool. So now we want to install the OAuth. So I'm just going to go paste into here. All right, and then, yeah, we want to install that in. So it looks like we've got a couple of things to do for NearBeach to get this to work, and that's not going to be a problem. All right, and then we just want to do the migration, or migrate those things. So if we migrate, boom, it does the OAuth sort of stuff, and this is where we were before. And then include OAuth URLs to IAM URLs. So we just want to, we're just going to copy that because that should be pretty much the same in the URLs here. So yeah, we just want to paste it in and be like, all right, sweet, done, cool. Then to make the available endpoints to authorize, generate tokens, and create OAuth applications, last add login URLs to IAM settings. So we go back into here, we're going to go back into our settings, we're just going to go bang at the end, boom, done, done, and done, and we're going to add in an extra line at the bottom. We'll use Django admin login to make our lives easier, create user. So we're just going to create a user. Create a super user, we're going to call it Luke. Cool, we're happy. And then OAuth, so an authorized grant is a credential representing the resources owner, and we're in an ad break. All right, cool. So what we want to do, I want to do this very, very quickly. All right, so for those on YouTube, yeah, we run ads on Twitch every half an hour, so people who join the channel don't get ads when they join the channel, so they don't get pre-rolled ads. You don't have to worry about ads on YouTube. We haven't set up ads on YouTube, so yeah. All right, there we go. We've done the Rubik's Cube, all sides and all that kind of stuff. We've got about 40 seconds left of these ads. So I am going to continue to do this. All right. Okay. And I think the ad should be over by now. Ooh, 1 second left. There we go. Welcome back, everyone. Let's get back into it. So we've created the super user. Well, I'm just going to run the server. So Python 3 manage run server is done. OAuth 2 authorization grant. An authorization grant is a credential representing the resource owner's authorization to access its protected resources used by the client to obtain access. All right, cool. So from here, OAuth framework specifies several grant types for different use cases. All right, we will start by giving a try to the grant types listed below: authorization code, client credential. These two grant types cover the most initial use cases. All right, cool. I can read. Authorization code. The authorization code flow is best used in web and mobile apps. This is the flow used for third-party integration. The users authorize your partner access to its products in your API. Start the development server. So we've just done that. Point your browser to this, and we do. And let's create an application. So I'm going to log in. So we're logged in. Sweet. Fill the form out as shown in the screenshot below, and before clicking or save, take note of the client ID and the client secret. These will we'll use these in a minute. All right, sweet. If you want to use this application with OIDC and HS256, see OpenID Connect. Uncheck hash client secret to allow verified tokens using JWT signatures. This means your client secret will be stored in clear text, but is the only way to successfully line into. All right, cool. A lot of that just went over my head. So what we're going to do is first test. We confidential authorization code. Non-existent. No exist callback. I think that's yeah. All right, and then no, yeah, cool. And then I'm going to hit save, and now I didn't take. All right, up here it says, take note, before clicking on save, take note of client ID and client secret. We'll use these in a minute. I've not done that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this. Test application. And then HTTP 127.0.0.1 no exist callback. And then yeah. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this back. I have done something silly. Yeah, there we go. All right. Cool. Sorry, I'm just getting this all set up correctly. There we go. So after here, I'm going to bang, bang, bang. We're going to put in all of our information in here. Okay, cool. So straight off the bat, we're doing client ID. And then client secret. All right, cool. Then we're going to go save. We've got the client ID, but the client secret's all modeled up. And so forth like that. So we'll save them. We've just put them down there. Export the client as environment variables. All right. We won't export them as environment variables because I think we're yeah, RS-256 is the most secure algorithm for signing your JData. Only use HData if you must. Using HData will allow you to keep client secret hash. All right, cool. So at the moment, I'm happy with that. So now let's generate an authentication code grant with proof key for code exchange, useful to prevent authorized code injections. To do so, you first must generate a code verifier, random string between 43 and 28 characters, which will then produce a code challenge. Alright, but take note of the code challenge since we'll include it in the code flow URL. Alright, so I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I'm copying this. And just running it. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing for this particular thing, so I'm just going to copy it at the moment, and I'm just going to go new, and what are we calling it? We're going to call it code challenge. Yeah, it does look like that. It looks like it just rendered. Actually, I should do these as F string. Go code challenge. Code verifier. I should do that. Yeah, I like the F thing. I'm weird like that. Alright, so what I want to do is I just want to go Python 3. We want to IAM and code challenge. So we got 2 there. So I'm just going to copy this. We're going to go to our settings. Actually, I'll tell you what, we're literally just going to be like, copy all of that. I said copy. And we're just going to paste it in like that. All right, print code A, comma. Oh, okay, yeah. Code challenge, it should look like something like that. All right, yep, cool. We're not exporting it. To start authorization code flow, go to this URL, which is shown below. So I'm just gonna copy. I'm going to paste. So we've got the response type code and code challenge equals. So we've got the code challenge. So we're going to copy that one and we're going to paste over that one. And the code challenge method is that, and the client ID. If we copy that, is paste and then done. reading scope, writing scopes. So they authorize it. And then this goes back to the call out code equals this. So that's the code. All right. Note the parameters as we pass, response code, yep, alright, cool. Alright, and this, go ahead, authorize, remember we use alert non-existent callback as direct URL, you get a page not found 404, but it'll work like code, with a code like that. This is your OAuth 2 provider trying to give you a code in this sort of case, this one. So we'd nick that one, export it as a variable, we'll just shove it into here. Now we'll need to do this. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it down here. That's my token. Yeah, we're getting there. So when I build this up for NearBeach, I'm going to have to actually figure out how we're getting all these steps done properly and stuff like that. Yeah. So we've got that OAuth token, we've got the client ID, I'm just nicking it from up here. Wait, let me copy here. We've got the secret. We've got the code. And the code verifier. Alright, so in theory, if we copy this, we go over here, I'm going to open up a new one. I am going to paste it in. Invalid grant. Damn it. So I've mucked up somewhere. Because the OAuth provider will return the following response: access token expires in this bearer and all that kind of stuff, and then I can use that bearer token. Okay, so I did use that for the code verifier. The code, I'm not meant to put the code challenge in there, I'm meant to put the code, right? Yeah. Okay. We just need that bearer token. And I did copy all of that client secret, right? Yep. Yeah, I'm just a bit unsure why this didn't work. It came back saying invalid grant. So yeah, and now I'm just reading on client credentials. Suitable for machine-to-machine authentication. You'll authorize your own service or worker to change a bank account transaction. Point your browser to this particular one. All right, cool. Yep. let's create an application. Fill out the form as shown in the screenshot below, and before saving, take note of the client ID and client secret in a minute. All right, cool. Test application tour. We're gonna grab this. We're gonna do this as the second one. So this will be the client ID. Client secret. We want confidential and client credentials. No ICD support. All right, cool. Export them. The client credential flow is simpler than the authorization code flow. We need to encode client ID and client secret as HTTP-based authentication code in base64 to do that. All right, cool. Client credit. All right, yeah. All right. And then that receives that back. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm going to have to follow some video tutorials on this. So, yeah. But that's not a problem. Once again, this is brand new for me. I've never had to implement anything like this. So, yeah. Did you need the base 64, the secret in the previous one? Let's scroll up. So the client secret, they had it like that. I don't think so. We don't see any information about that here. They just say copy it. And then they're exporting it. So yeah, and then the generation of the code challenge. And then yeah, the code verifier. Yeah, I'm probably just going to watch a video on how to do this. So yeah, but hey, we've got stuff set up and so forth like that. Hopefully once I get a couple of we'll watch a couple of tutorials and stuff like that. I reckon this could be implemented very easily. We're then just got to get it set up so it's NearBeach rendered. So if someone were to do this, we can get it all to work properly. So yeah. Anyway, I mean, we can continue with this one. So yeah, well, let's continue with this one. I'm gonna copy all of this. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna new file base64it.py. We're just gonna paste it in. So base64, the client ID, which we've got in the settings. So we're just gonna copy this one. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna paste it in. We've got the secret. We're gonna copy that one. We're gonna paste it in. Credentials, format, client, secret. All right, cool. It's code credentials. And what we want to do we're just going to do that. And then I'm just going to go Python 3, IAM, and then base64 it. We're then going to yank that, and we're going to see if this works. So I'm just going to copy that. All right, we need to get rid of the, all right, cool. So we need to get rid of the B and the open and close brackets, but that's not a problem. we're gonna copy this. Hold on, I'm gonna copy this one first. I'm gonna go into the settings, and then I am gonna go base 64. I'm gonna paste it in. I'm gonna get rid of that very quickly. And then what we wanna do is we wanna copy this. I'm gonna paste this in, and then so credential will be this, copy. No cache, form and code, token, grant type equals client credentials. Alright. I'm going to copy this, I'm going to paste it in. Invalid client. You know, one thing I just want to test out first. Invalid client. All right, cool. Where's the client ID? That would be. Did you need the basics? Where's the client ID? I think that's all part of the base 64 stuff. Yeah. New here. What type of coding do you do? So I do backend and frontend sort of code for web development. So yeah, at the moment we're actually looking at implementing the Django OAuth toolkit so that we could implement OAuth into NearBeach. With the idea being that we can then authorize external applications to access the data within NearBeach. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I've never done any OAuth before, so this is a learning process at the moment. And we're not getting far with it, but that's fine. It's one of those things that I will probably have to look up a tutorial to sort of be like, all right, cool, this is the mistake I've made. This is how I've got to do it better. But that being said, having a read through this and seeing how it works, yeah, okay, cool. I definitely need a lot more research into this, but hey. Yeah, exactly, that's how you learn. So yeah, that and making lots of mistakes. So yes, and I've made a lot. So yeah, the one problem is I'm pretty sure I've exhausted this this instruction set. And thank you very much for the follow, Abra. Sorry. If you've got a better way of pronouncing your name, do pipe up. I'm terrible with learning new names and so forth like that. So yeah. But yeah, thank you for all the follow. I do hope you enjoy my content. So yeah, currently building. In fact, I will show you in a second. Oh, I don't want to go to test. Oh, screw it. Test.NearBeach. Demo. Okay, cool, awesome. So yeah, this is NearBeach. I'll zoom in so you can actually see what it's like. The dashboard will be worked on very shortly, shortly being like later this year. But the idea is you can collect basic organization and customer sort of details. So I think, oh, sorry, I was meant to go, list organizations. So yeah, we've got a couple of joke ones in here at the moment, and other people make up stuff. So you can collect basic sort of organization and customer details. For example, we've got Socks the Fluffy Butt in here, or Socks Fluffy. From there, what you can do is you can gather user requirements. So user requirements are like user stories. You've got the user requirement, which is the helicopter sort of thing, and then you've got requirement items, which are the more broken down. Is Socks around? She was around. I think it's hot, and I've just realised I've left the bloody cat door open and it's night time. Alright. She might be outside, hopefully not. She was around. I can shake the treats. Once you've done that, what you can do is you've got a Kanban board. You can also create projects and tasks. And when you're ready to deploy, you've got requests for changes. So, yeah. I've been working on it for 8 years now. So, yeah. Alright, give Socks treats. I will try and find her. Or one of the cats. I do apologize. She is outside at the moment. Hopefully she'll come in a couple of minutes. So I'll have to refund that for you. You must be living in a warm country. I'm guessing hard to find a ceiling fan these days. Yes. So at the moment it is 30 degrees Celsius at 35% humidity. So for me, this is actually, it's rather comfortable. It's not too bad for me. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I'm working on. We want to implement OAuth so that way we can get NearBeach. We can connect it up with other sort of external services, and then yeah, it's got its own little inbuilt API type of stuff. So yeah. It is headed towards the end of the stream. Things I want to also talk about. We also want to implement two-factor authentication. So I've got to look into that too. That will also be implemented directly after the OAuth, hopefully. And yeah. Which two-factor? I am hoping a authenticator. I think the authenticator will be the best sort of solution. I definitely don't want to do SMS. That's been recommended not to do by lots of people. So, yeah. Alright. And I know ads are coming. TOTP. Time-based 1Password. Okay. Django OTP. This project makes it easy to support one-time password to Django. It can be integrated at various levels depending on how much customization is required. It integrates with Django Country of Auth, although it's not Django authentication background. The primary target is developers wishing to incorporate one-time passwords into their Django projects as a form of two-factor authentication. Several simple OTP plugins are included, more separately. Oh, cool. Give me a minute. I'm a web presenter myself. How often do you web develop or JavaScript? So I don't know if you got ads at the moment. I will answer after the ads, so no one misses out. Anyway, I'm gonna run and I'm gonna see if I can get the cats. sorry about that. I have one cat. So, to answer your question, how often do I web develop? For my day job, I am a backend developer. For NearBeach, of course, I'm a full stack. So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to try and feed Max some treats. He doesn't like sitting on the bed up here, so I am going to have to do this for you guys. Sorry, this is very rare Max treats. And then hopefully Socks comes in a minute. She's on the roof. I'm not climbing up there. She likes to get up there and then she'll start meowing and complaining. Hey, you forgot that one, buddy. Yeah, what's wrong with that one? Okay. Ah, sorry, I forgot to do full screen for him, but oh. And there he goes. SMS is terrible, sim swapping is far too easy. Yeah, just make sure you do timeouts even on TOTP, as Uber got bit by that. Ooh, alright. Yeah, I will definitely need someone's who's a lot more knowledgeable at this to sort of review what I've done. So I'll need to review this. Oh, and Socks is here. All right. She's come running. Oh, jeez. All right. This is the new angle for Socks. All right, she's there. She's like, "What's happening?" I'm like, "You're getting treats because you actually came inside." All right, in your bed. In your bed. Socks. In your bed. In your bed. There's your treat. To the big screen. No, stay in your bed. In your bed. The old, if you fail too many in a row, you get a timeout. Oh, nice. What breed is Socks? Socks is a tuxedo. I wouldn't say she's a particular type of breed because she was a street cat when I got her. So she was 1 year old when I got her, almost 10 years ago. That's such a long time ago. Now that I think about it, so much has happened. NearBeach is turning 8. I've almost had Socks for 10 years. Yeah, it was... am I on the right screen? Yes, I am. Alright, cool. So, installation. Let's have a quick look at the installation process. So, ooh, hello. Alright, that's, Alright, Django OTP package contains the framework. I'm gonna move that back up to here. And I'm just gonna, oh, there we go. I didn't use webcam. Also, you should really put the username, password, and TOTP on the same screen as if an info leak to have another page. As you say, hey, those creds are correct. Alright. Alright, so Django OTP package contains the framework for processing one-time passwords, as well as support for several types of OTP devices. Support for additional devices is handled by plugins. Alright, cool. Adding two-factor authentication to your Django site involves 4 main tasks. Installing Django one-time password plugins you want to use, adding one or more OTP-enabled login views, restricting access to all portions of your site based on whether the users have been verified by registered OTP device, providing mechanisms to register OTP. Alright, cool. Very few people do that, and it pisses me off. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't blame you. Yes, I can see it now. Yeah, so if we were to go to demo, kind of like that. If the framework allows OBVS. Alright, yeah. Acronyms, remember? Boom, right over my head. Alright, cool. Install Django one-time password and any plugins you would like to use. These are simple Django apps to be installed in the usual way. Cool. Add the OTP middleware to middleware. It must be installed after authentication middleware. Alright, cool. That's easy to do. Version 0.2.4 Django OTP introduced South migration to the OTP plugin. Version 3 to the added Django 1.7. KMS. All right, cool. We won't be up. We'll be using the latest version, obviously. All right, cool. Just ignore OTP field for non-2FA user, I guess. I'm back. Sorry, I applied for software development role and got a call me 10th next week. I'm hoping for the best poggers. Oh, me too. Hopefully. So, you got called me. I don't know what 10th means, but I'm assuming they called you back and you're going to go in. So congratulations. That's awesome. So yeah. Call meeting. Even better. Yeah, cool. So yeah, congratulations. I hope all goes well. So yeah. If you're using Django OTP, less than that, you need to. All right, cool. We won't need to upgrade to Django 1.7 plus. All right. Cool. So yeah. Having a quick. I'm just scanning this very, very quickly. Two-factor authentication. All right, cool. I could play around with this one. I'm not. I just want to. I just want to see its release history. So we've got a release. Got 2 releases last year in September. That's fine. So it hasn't had anything in a little while. Now that could be because there's been no security issues to make us want to update it. Nice. Technically, I start my new role today. Oh, nice. Nice. But there's a technicality there. Are they still calling you back in for the last role? I'm just going to go to the home page. So we've got 4 months ago. If I hit Insights, we've got 1 active issue. It looks like okay. The one thing I'm concerned about is if I start using a library like this and it stops being sort of fixed up and stuff like that, that's going to cause us problems. So yeah. Oh, I'm just moving between orgs, so ramping down on one and ramping up on the other. Yeah. All right, this looks like a potential sort of thing to play around with a one-time password. So, yep. I am gonna write a note down, excuse me, on my Kindle. Just so I don't forget. Two-factor, oh, yep. All right, cool. Potential libraries. All right, we are looking at Django OTP. As a potential solution. All right, cool. we've got a couple of minutes left of the stream. I'm just making sure I have not been contacted. All right, cool. All right, sweet. So, yeah, and then once I've got those two implemented, we'll have the API for external applications. Which I know I've got to implement one thing for it. So I've just got to implement the information, just the ability to get the information for those particular objects and stuff like that. Shouldn't be too hard to actually do. By BTE, I'm also working on a project inventory management system for kitchen real-time inventory tracking, predictive restocking suggestions based on user trends, integrated with POS. That's a big project. Waste tracking and analyst supply integration for seamless restocking, predictive restocking with pandas. Wow. That is a big project. That's impressive, frankly, gamer. And thank you very much for the follow, Donut Hole 999. So yeah, I hope you are enjoying my content. I was for 6 years line cook. Oh, fair enough. Yep. Changed careers to software dev. Fair enough. It's a good career. So yeah. Don't you worry. I also changed into. I was a data scientist. And then I went into IT, and then I was like, screw this, and I went into development. So yeah, I rather enjoy programming. Yeah. All right, two-factor general improvements. Some of the general improvements, yeah. Pagination. All right, cool. Last year got my degree. Nice. So yeah, congratulations. That's awesome. Always had the back of my mind to build something from scratch. Yep. So yeah, and considering you've come from that sort of work environment and stuff like that, you know how it works and so forth like that. So yeah, you kind of know how to build the system up like that, which is awesome. Anyway, it is almost 10 o'clock. I am just going to say what we're going to work on next stream. So hopefully what happens is if I got time tomorrow, I'll do some YouTube videos and I'll read up on how to get this to work. If I can, we'll probably start working on it. Otherwise, we want to finish the documentation of the NearBeach flow. So for those wondering what that is, it's sort of the umbrella of how NearBeach sort of works. It's kind of like why I've set things up and how... sorry, let me rephrase that. It is the reason why I've sort of set things up. I've had this NearBeach flow in my head for yonks now, as you can tell, 8 years. So yeah, it'll be good to actually get it down into the documentation with pretty pictures also. So yeah. Remember, NearBeach is also, you don't have to use the NearBeach flow, or you don't have to use it in its entirety. So yeah. Acronyms. Oh yes, I get stuck on acronyms like there's no tomorrow. Like someone came in and was like, "Oh, are you using an LLM to sort of help you with your code?" And I was like, "LLM? What?" For some strange reason, acronyms and their full meaning just don't compute for me. And a little fun fact. There's in Australia we have Qantas. That's an acronym. It stands for Queensland and Northern Territory Air Service. I was 34 when I found that out. Want to know how to make a wheel? Better go try and build a wheel. Yeah. My response for people telling me not to reinvent the wheel. Yeah. Sometimes actually sitting down and actually building it out, you find out what problems people had and how they sort of solved it and stuff like that. And it does make you a better developer. I today years old. Yeah. Yep. All right. Anyway, it is 10 o'clock. We better start raiding someone else. So let's find someone else to raid. Because yeah, it is getting late. I've got to get ready for work tomorrow. I am just waiting. All right. So we've got Togglebit, we've got Keybind, but I think Tunnel's released today. Tunnel's at a huge discount until Feb. Oh, there we go. A Sikatech. He was mentioned before, and I'm like, you know what? Keybind Poggers, yeah. A lot of good streamers tonight. Let's just say that. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone, for joining tonight. It has been wonderful. We got a lot done. I do hope you enjoy the next stream. I am just turning off the music so you can hear him. And, yeah, so I will be streaming again on Wednesday. Yeah. Happy birthday for NearBeach. So, yeah, next year I might wear a hat and have a cake. So, yeah. Thank you very much, Frankly Gamer, for being here. I do hope to see you again soon. And thank you very much, everyone. So, yes. And thank you very, very much, everyone on YouTube. I'm sorry you won't be able to raid this guy, but we will, yeah, we'll just have to end there.
Welcome. How's it going, everybody? Welcome on in, everybody.